This is the true story of how one of my clients tore his ACL for the third time and ended up making money getting it taken care of. He was out playing sports with some of his friends, and he had already had 2 ACL tears on the same knee. And he called me shortly after a non-contact injury that he tore his ACL again. So he's already been through the ringer a few times on this. He wasn't a client for the first 2 injuries, but he remembered a very long, arduous physical therapy bout. He remembered high hospital bills, and he remembered a very long wait time to even get the surgery done. And so he came to me now that he was one of my clients, and I always tell my clients, if there's ever a situation where it's a non-emergency medical situation, come talk to me. I might have some cool tips or some cool tricks to get those bills as low as possible. And so he came to me and he let me know, and I'm so sorry, man. I can't believe you tore your ACL again. He's like, yeah, at this point, I'm kind of used to it. And he started telling me about where he went to go get treatment, a local hospital here in Indianapolis called IU Health. And they couldn't get him in for a month or 2 to get the surgery taken care of. He had gotten some imaging done there, and they quoted him out at about $50,000 to $60,000 for the entire situation. And based on the plan that we got him set up with, which was private health insurance plus a cost-sharing plan, he was only going to owe $5,000 for the whole thing. Not a bad deal in my situation. But he wanted to talk to me anyway because it was a non-emergency situation. He remembered, hey, I should talk to Matt about this. Before I go under the knife at IU Health, why don't I just run it by my health insurance guy and see if there aren't any other solutions that are out there? So we got to talking, and I brought up this surgical center out in Zionsville, Indiana, which is right near Indianapolis, that's a cash price surgical center. So what does that mean? The place is called Wellbridge Surgical, and cash price surgical center means they post right on their website what a surgery will cost. All told, no hidden fees, no hidden charges. The one catch is they don't do that whole song and dance and negotiation with health insurance companies. So you might be thinking, well, how is he going to use his health insurance at a place that doesn't do the negotiations with health insurance? Well, the plan that we had him set up with pays no matter where you go to get the care. And so he had an accident plan that pays 80% of his medical bills regardless of where he goes for any type of injury. Then he also had a surgical plan that pays a fixed amount per surgery that you have. So by going to Wellbridge Surgical as opposed to IU Health, not only was the overall bill lower, where IU Health wanted to charge him $60,000 for the ACL repair, whereas Wellbridge Surgical charged about $13,000. Now, if you start thinking about his plan, okay, it's going to pay 80% of that. Well, 80% of 60 grand is only 48 grand. He's got 12 grand left over. 80% of this 13 grand, that's almost $10,000. Now, not only does he have that 80% covered, he's got a surgical benefit too that pays a set amount for having his ACL repaired. That set surgical amount was $7,000. So between that $7,000 and his 80% at IU Health, like I said before, he was only going to owe $5 grand. But now, with him going to Wellbridge Surgical, where the ACL tear and repair was only 13 grand, well, 80% of that knocked out 10 grand of it, and his flat fee surgical benefit on his insurance plan paid out 7 grand for the ACL tear. Well, 7 grand's a lot more than 3 grand that was left over at Wellbridge Surgical. He ended up walking away from this surgery up $4,000. Now, we're not condoning going out and getting your ACL torn or any other type of surgery and going to Wellbridge to try to make a buck off your health insurance. But by using the tools that are available out there and consulting with your health insurance agent, he got the surgery done quicker, he got it done better, and he ended up making money as opposed to owing money by getting his ACL repaired.